I'm Mary Helen Shaughnessy, Executive Director of the Washington International Horse Show.
Can you tell me a little bit about the show?
Absolutely. We're in our 65th year. It's a horse show, which means that we celebrate equestrian competition in the hunter and jumper world. So it's everybody from kids on ponies to seasoned Olympic veterans jumping their horses over obstacles in an indoor arena for the whole week. And ours is unique. It's a national finals championship show. So everybody has worked all year round to qualify for the chance to compete here before the season is sort of finished.
So it's a big week, but what type of work goes into it?
Yeah, it's a week-long show, but it's a year's work of effort for sure. You know, we have a small team that works all year figuring out logistics and making sure that the schedule is really appealing for both audiences as well as our riders and their families. We work on sponsorships. We think about ways to integrate the local Prince George's County community. So it's a full year of planning it, as well as thinking about when you're on site, the logistical setup. You know, we've got basically 7 days to kind of transform the arena into something that's representative of our sort of 64-year-old tradition and history of our show, but also keeping it new and fresh with fun, exciting things. So it's a full year into a crazy, hectic week, but it's all worth it for sure.
Yeah, what does it feel like for you to be, with all that work to now be here during the event?
It's great. I mean, there's really no better feeling than knowing that you've, looked at a bunch of spreadsheets and talked a bunch of emails and things all year round, and then you're actually in the visual of it. And it's very exciting for us to be able to see the stands start to fill with people and, see the media and social media commentary and kind of success of it all too, filtering through the community and through our equestrian world as well. So it's very gratifying to see, the first horse enter the arena and the last horse leave, knowing that it was a full year's effort to get there.
What is it like seeing the partnership between the horses and the riders?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what makes this sport so special. I know a lot of people think it's just, you sit on the horse and the horse does all the work, but, it's really an incredible combination between the human athlete and the equestrian athlete as well. The horses are so strongly partnered to their riders. And I think it's only through that kind of like emotional connection and the understanding and kind of continuity between the rider and their horse that you see the actual success in the arena. So it's partnerships that take, years to evolve and trust that's built over time that really goes into the success. I don't think anybody can just hop on a horse and win. It's really the true partnerships have a much deeper understanding of each other.
And I've read around about horses being therapeutic to people as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. Therapeutic riding is really incredible. And in Maryland has become a huge new thing through the Maryland Horse Industry Board, therapeutic riding centers. There's a lot of veterans work with therapeutic horses. Autism has been really incredible as well. They've really sort of proven that for a lot of people that have an inability to access emotions or feelings or even sort of verbal outreach, that the connection to the horse enables them to feel more confident in themselves and then, find a true connection.
And you've worked on this event for a number of years now. What does the event mean to you?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I think this event is very special to me because when I was a kid, I grew up in Baltimore and we used to go to it as a spectator and as a just loving horses before I ever thought that I could, work on it or ride here myself. And then I was lucky enough to compete several times when we were downtown at Capital One Arena in DC. And then coming on board the event staff about 9 years ago or so now, it's been great for me to be a part of it and to watch it transform, move locations, and see our audience follow into new regions where we are now in Maryland at the Showplace Arena. Was a super year last year. It was a big undertaking. We had to weather obviously the COVID years and, a big relocation change for us, but being here now it's great. And being a part of the team and seeing the horses in the ring and the crowds in the stands, it's very meaningful.
What inspired you to start riding?
Gosh, I don't know. I think probably just I was some little horse crazy kid that loved ponies and kind of wanted to sit on one and begged my parents for years to let me do it more seriously till they finally relented. And then I was just hooked. It was like building little fake courses for my dogs to jump in my backyard and all kinds of things. I was in love with the sport for many years. So it's fun being on the back end, the logistical side of it. To see what it takes to actually put on the events where you as a little kid or as a spectator might, not really see all that behind the scenes.
Yeah. What are some of the big events coming up?
Sure. So tonight we have our barn night, which is very exciting. That's fully sold out. That's where barns from all around the local community compete in contests, spirit awards, things like that. So that really kicks off our major 3 evenings, but we've got a series of other big events. So tomorrow is Friday, which is military night. And that's got a great speed competition where we're going to see Olympians on their horses race around courses and try to keep the fences up. That's our kind of premier actual 5-star event that night, but we've also got amazing exhibitions. So we have a barrel racing exhibition where we're going to have celebrity riders, which are our international jumper riders, try their hand at barrel racing against barrel racing pros. And that's alongside Shetland pony steeplechase racing, which is like tiny little ponies running across a course, little mini steeplechase. And then our final exhibition is Guy McLean, who is kind of a renowned Australian horseman. He does amazing things with horses, just communicating non-verbally and through sort of like emotional connection. And it's really fun to watch. So that's all on Friday night. And then Saturday is really the big main for our sport event. It's a World Cup qualifying event. We're the only 5-star indoor World Cup qualifier in the United States. Everyone competes all year round for a chance to compete in the World Cup final in April of next year. And so that's a very big deal. That's going to host the top riders. Our Shetland ponies will race again. And we also get to feature some of our junior stars who are doing their top 10 final 2 to cap the night off. And then also on Saturday morning is Kids Day. So from 10 to 2, it's totally free. Families are welcome. Anybody can come over, and it's a hands-on experience to see ponies and horses, which many people maybe not have. We have pony rides, we have pony grooming stations, we have a kissing booth, and we have lots of other sort of hands-on educational things and ways kids can get to know our 4-legged friends a little bit. I'd say those are kind of our major things. So the event runs through Sunday. Daytime mission is free every day, and it's really just our 3 evenings where you have to buy a ticket. But otherwise, it's really fun for people of literally all ages.
Yeah, how can people reach out and learn more?
Sure. So our website is pretty comprehensive, wihs.org. Additionally, I would say you can go to ticketmaster.com to buy tickets there. And you can follow us on our social media channels. So anywhere you sort of see that at WIHS, that's what you're going to want to follow. I would say Instagram, we have a very large presence. And all of that is linked through our website, where you can also see our live stream. So if you're not able to make it in person, you can go to our website, link up to the live stream and watch all the classes from the comfort of your own home. And you can follow along with the results as well.
What is it like looking at the stands and seeing people enjoy the event?
It's really special for our sport because ours is one that, there's a tremendous amount of support within the sport itself in terms of family, friends, riders, things like that. But it's not very spectator heavy, particularly in the United States. So it's a very, very unique experience for you as a rider to go into an arena where the stands are actually full. And that's something that, we think is really, it makes us a draw not only for the Olympians who maybe are a little more used to being seen by, lots and lots of crowds, but also our pony riders, our junior families, things like that. It creates a really special atmosphere that I think is incredibly unique almost at any horse show across the United States in our hunter jumper discipline.